That's funny. You're right.
I think that was the most one-sided series, but even that, like, that felt like that should have gone to game 3. Like, Spatz, if he had just committed with the Stalker Colossus army and hadn't gotten Muta base rated, like, he was in a winning position for 90% of that game. But, you know, sometimes the game just doesn't go the way you want, regardless of how much you set yourself up with great Oracle harass, with everything. You know, you really start off strong. You get some good Adept harassment, as we have spawning down in the bottom left. It's Nina.
Mapu just moving his camera little by little. He's like, hey, hey, hey. And then he just zoomed in. He just zoomed in. Can you believe this guy?
Can you believe it?
Mapu, do not zoom into... No! His future.
Ooh, fake barracks. Okay, he actually did have something to show us. That's fair.
Oh, I see. That's fair, Mapu.
That's kind of cute, too, specifically on Amphion, because, of course, you're going to have that close Reaper position. And I don't think I've seen anyone yet utilize this position. It doesn't mean it's not going to be scouted, but this is a clever little play from Future. It's only going to shave off a few seconds, but it could get a big overreaction from Nina. And if she doesn't put that pylon... So, okay, actually, this is really neat, because normally you put the pylon in that little spot. Yeah, that's the one. That's one. Oh, Mapu, perfect. You're forgiven for forcing me to intro the player after I tortured you for like 25 seconds. That will force the pylon to not be put there because... Or not even force it, but potentially cause it to not be put there. Because you have to expect that there could be something on the right side. It could be on the right side at like the, I guess, linear third position, which means that this Reaper gets across quicker. Nina does have that pylon in position where it can drop a shield battery on the low ground, but this is already looking really nice. Nice micro, though, on the probes from Nina.
Oh, but Future... Oh, nice. He also goes backwards when the probe could have trapped them. Now refocuses a different probe and gets it, too. He could get a third one here, as one is already bruised, but will fail on one of those shots, and now will be forced to disengage. Chooses not to load the bunker for now, but maybe with the second Reaper he can.
I was going to say, I think you want to let it regen a little bit of HP. That was a very cute body block attempt, but there was absolutely no way in hell that was happening. This is very unfortunate for Nina. That shield battery is out of range of both Nexi, which means it A, starts with less energy, only 50 energy, and B, I don't know that you can battery overcharge that if you ever find yourself in the need to.
Absolutely. Maybe you can use it for a block so that Reapers stop jumping up and down there. And actually, there's another area that they can jump. That is a little sad. Oh my god, another one.
This is a brutal start for Nina right here. She will try and break this with 3 Stalkers. There is a Hellion crossing the map. I wonder if you just go straight into the main with that. Oh, grenades. Oh, he's trying to keep the Hellion hidden, but it will kind of get... No, not kind of. It gets scouted. It gets scouted and it will get corralled.
It is corralled as a chicken. Now that now these guys go inside, they should be able to get at least 1 worker, you would think. Maybe more. I mean, if they get the 2 or 3, that'll be fantastic. Good micro there by Nina. Gonna find 1 more probe on the way out. And a full scout. So I think those Reapers, can be happily sacrificed there, as the Hellion somehow survived. Wow. I want a replay on that Mapu. I'm not sure how Mapu didn't catch it. Unbelievable, Mapu.
Honestly, is he slipping?
He might be, right? Like, it feels a little bit like that.
Like, is this where we get the, you know, should he really be #1 on the GOAT list is the question.
Yeah, that is the question. That is the question. I think he might be sleeping a little bit. And now a Widowmine drop. We're gonna actually get to catch it this time around. Oh, that's huge.
Oh, after an already uncomfortable start to the game, Nina was focusing on the Stalkers. I think she might have... Did she lose one of the Stalkers on the other side? No, she was able to snipe a Marine, but a lot of damage on those Stalkers. Ay. And losing 6 probes after already taking a fair bit of damage and having a lot of lost mining time as a result of that bunker. This is an amazing start for Future. This is a very good start for the Terran.
Very, very good indeed. And going for this timing as well with the Ravens. Gonna get interference matrices up. Potentially account for some Colossus. Nina very far away from anything like Blink. These
Oh,
probes,
no.
are they
No, no,
being
no.
intended
No.
to? Oh, not like this! Mapu even caught it. This is insane.
Mapu even caught it. Okay, yeah, that honestly, that was GG. I agree with that one.
I agree too, yeah. No one's gonna fault Nina for GG right there and then.
Oh, that was really rough right there. Widow Mines, they're still really good if you don't respond correctly to them, and Nina struggled a lot right there.
Yeah, she really did. I mean, that to the credit of Future, who was applying pressure time and time again. Doing really a great job of it. As we are now gonna go towards post-youth. In this regard, the map, I mean, yeah, if we go by the existing fractal pattern that develops between these two, Nina should take it. If we go by the post-youth, Nina should take it. It's everything points towards Nina taking this game.
Yeah, except for game number one.
Except for game number one.
Game number one definitely didn't look too promising. But history would show that, you know, she's definitely still in a good position statistically.
Very true. Yeah, very true. And it is so rare as well for you to be like, yeah, like actually the player who lost looked better. Like we kind of saw that in some games today. And even Aquaron, who kind of kept up with Showtime and had like all these opportunities, right? But generally speaking, you know, like when you start losing, it can be pretty snowbally. Like the math on StarCraft, on RTS, and the way it works, like it can be, you know, pretty snowball. You lose a unit here, all of a sudden you feel bad, your timings are a little off. You lose another probe, it's just like way off, right? And then Widow Mines show up like a little bit faster than you are hoping to deal with them, and it all kind of snowballs. But really, a lot of the time, if you track it down to the start of the snowball, you know, it looks a lot worse by the end.
Yes.
Than yeah.
Yeah, it looks worse than it should sometimes, and of course that's why Nina GG'd, is because she knew that the game was only gonna get worse from there. Like it was. Yeah. She is actually the queen of, you know, coming back from really rough positions. But when you have such a tough time in the early game, like if you're on 3 bases, even, you know, 45 to 50 probes, but you have like a decent army, you can oftentimes survive against a much stronger opponent with really good fights, really good micro, good anticipation of where your opponent's attacking. But if you never get the opportunity to even get up to 3 bases, how are you possibly going to make something of a game like that? Like, it's just not going to happen.
Uh-oh. The probe was not rallied.
Oh.
I mean, that's a sign of the times right now. Spawning in the top right-hand side, it is Nina.
And her opponent spawning down to the bottom left, it's Matcherino's Future. So I just want to explain what I did right there. So in baseball, there's a concept of, you know, you're used to throwing fastballs, and then you change up the timing by throwing something called a changeup, and that's literally, you know, changeup. So you change up your speed after luring them into a specific rhythm, and you can mess with hitters, and that's kind of what I did with our observer right there. So I just want to pat myself on the back real quick.
That was really cool. That was really cool, actually.
Thank you.
As the probe will not enter the base.
Future with a gas first here, but making this kind of look like it could be a double gas opener. And this is kind of nifty. Nina, she is going to try and, of course, get that.
As anticipation builds up. Nina, very good at harassing with the workers, always has been.
Yes.
She once tried to make it to Grandmaster with only worker rush, in fact. In fact, she might have been able to do it. I'm not sure if she did, if she ended up accomplishing it or not, but it was something that she attempted at for sure.
The way
nothing else.
The way she came up with it and did it too was really cool, because it was like, was it 8 probes that she pulled or 6? Or did she pull it like all but 1 probe, or the probe that you built at the beginning? I remember thinking like, damn, she actually is pretty good with this. And of course, utilize the recall feature. Like it's only possible with Protoss, even theoretically, if you can, get across the map and eventually be able to recall out. But I remember just being like, damn, this is kind of cool. And it looking more possible than I would have ever expected. Obviously, at the top level, you're never, ever in a million years going to see something like that. But I remember those kinds of series and thinking like, this is awesome. This is fun.
Yeah, no, that is. Mapu tells us that the change-ups are called kyankyu in Japan, with a winky face.
Kyanku?
They got a lot of baseball in Japan. Yeah.
Kankyu.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ah, you beat me to it.
Got him.
Got him. Oh, Reaper is going to get corralled a little bit, but is there enough damage to actually kill this? Oh, no, there's not. That's what, like 1 HP? I didn't actually have the Reaper selected. I have a Depot selected right now.
We'll say 1 HP. That's probably the most dramatic that we could get with it.
I mean, we could say half HP, but I don't think people would believe us.
That's true.
I think they would question it. We are going to see 4 Hellions, which normally I would say is not a great move because you can wall the natural so relatively easily. But because the ramp, I should say, because the ramp is not actually walled, there is potential, especially with the Sentry using its energy for a hallucination, that these 4 Hellions could get some big value. Oh, we just saw a Mule get dropped.
I love this. Oh my god. Okay, I love this. I'm loving it. And the Reaper also pulling back some of these units, right? Like the Stalkers are going to be looking for the for the Reaper. And oh my god, future of Terran. This guy is sometimes a genius.
I mean, he's looking like a genius right now. He is killing so many probes. That was such a pimp play from Future.
Such a pimp play. Insane. Just so cool.
Okay. I was going to say, if 3 Hellions survive, he can still kill through the shield battery. But that is so much damage done.
14 workers. I mean, he could have made those Hellions survive too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he could have kept them alive.
Sure.
Still, Cloak is about to complete. Oh, this is actually a very awkward timing for Future.
Oh,
Nina,
very awkward
she
indeed.
needs this. Okay.
Nice, that's big. Big for Nina.
She really needed that. If a Cloaked Banshee shows up on the other side of the map, I don't think there was a shield battery in the natural. There is one, in the main. Yeah, nothing in the natural. That would have been GG, almost for sure, because her robotics facility is barely even started. In fact, even with the robotics on its way, if the Banshee goes across the map now, with Cloak done, like, there's still potential that second Banshee gets significant damage. Now, with the Phoenix seeing it, it's less and less likely. But any bit of damage that Nina would take at this point is straight up disastrous. She's already so far behind. But she certainly can't afford to take any more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but yeah, I mean, Future missed opportunity there, right? Like not running away with a Hellions first and then losing the Banshee, just rallying it into Nina. That's a hefty investment for sure. Was that a waterfall, like a sewer waterfall on this map?
It is, yeah. So Post-Youth is just a garbage map. Not to say that the map itself is bad. I mean that it's literally just covered in garbage and that it is like the worst place to live in the world. Like this is
so sad.
It is. It
That's
does
a sad
seem
statement about the Post-Youth.
Yeah, right? I think there might be a statement there. I think they might be trying to say something.
I think
actually.
there is, yeah. They might be, right? It's like, hey, you
Sentry
guys still plays, Sentry does get picked up.
Oh.
Goes into the natural where you mentioned there is no yet a shield battery, so could have gotten 2 probes, will just be the one.
Even getting a Sentry, I mean, that's actually, considering what this could have done, this is way less bad for Nina than, like, she is in a much better position at this point of the game than I would have ever expected. After I saw Banshees on the way and those probes went down, she's done a good job. Oh, there we go. We got a trash can. We got for some reason, they got to keep those dangerous plants walled off. Got to keep those away from the public. More and more garbage. We got Ewoks bonking on those trash bins in the middle.
What's up with that? And the Banshee does make her way into the third. We'll find a couple more probes. Let's look for more details, Mapu. You know where they are, don't you? What's on that screen?
We've got
Nova.
a commentary on the obsession with screens. You know, those two Ewoks staring at the screen. We've got a mattress dumpster, or dumpster mattress. We've also got a push that is coming in with double the army supply against a no-yet Colossus army. A lot of siege tanks. Battery overcharge is going to get popped, but there is so many man with guns.
There is really a lot, and the battery overcharge is not going to last forever. Nor can it seem to out heal anything that's going on right now. Nina will just tap out, it looks like. Surely, right now. I mean, this game's over as it gets, right? Like, there's no chance.
No, Colossus.
Future breaking the cycle.
Yeah, there we go. Actually, that is a big cycle break right here. Colossus is actually getting a lot of damage to this army, and that might allow Nina to technically clean this up, but 21 probes go down, third Nexus goes down, basically the whole Gateway army goes down, and Future has a finished third command center behind us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a fat cycle break, right? Like, sometimes we get this sort of pattern, and it's like, yeah, they're so evenly matched. Really, how evenly matched are you? You look at the matches, and it's like they're really evenly matched. Like, they always take games from each other. But today shall not be that day.
Sometimes one player has a really good day. Sometimes one player has a really bad day. Sometimes one player has a pretty good day, and the other one has a pretty bad day, and it just ends up looking like a big skill disparity. When they play again, I think it'll be a more even match than we've seen today. But for now, the day is Future's, and he will go to 2-1 in series as GG finally gets called, and Future takes the 2-0. I had the wrong score the whole time. I am so sorry, everyone.
Oh, wow. Future takes it 2-0.
What an unbelievable mishap.
It happens.
Yeah, it sure does.
Mapu complaining.